Today we're at the Springfield Museums debuting one of their new exhibits. This is the Thomas the Train exhibit, and he's smiling right behind us. Joining me now is Jim McCann. Jim, great to see you.
Good to see you.
I can imagine this is a very popular exhibit, especially with children.
Absolutely.
Everyone loves Thomas the Train.
It's very busy every day.
We were talking about the history of it. I'm familiar because I have young kids. Thomas the Train is from England originally, right?
Correct. The author, Reverend Audrey, who created the character and a number of other train characters, is from England. But Thomas's adventures take place on the island of Sodor, which is off the coast of England. Where they still use a lot of steam engines, unlike today.
Yeah, today not so much. The Reverend who came up with this idea, it was for his own children, and one of them actually took it a step further.
Yep. After Reverend Audrey passed, his son took on the family business and has continued producing Thomas books.
And big stars are affiliated with this. Something
Yes.
Ringo Starr did some voice work for them,
Yes.
Alec Baldwin.
Yep, and George Carlin.
George Carlin as well. That's the parents who know the voices.
Right,
the kids just care about the characters.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about this exhibit here.
So it's a fun exhibit. There's a whole island set up.
So we're on the island of Sodor
basically,
right now?
But there's a train set up in the shape of the island of Sodor, so kids can play with trains and all the little bits and pieces, like the castle and the Tidmouth sheds where Thomas lives and so on and so forth. You can help repair Percy at the steamworks. You can climb aboard Thomas and ring his whistle. You can go to Knapford Station and load up a freight train with all sorts of things like pigs and paint cans and bees, all things taken from popular episodes of the cartoon.
So the children should be very familiar
They should
with
know
all
what they're
this.
doing when they come in here, absolutely.
And part of the charm of these exhibits is, unlike when you think of going to the museum where everything is behind maybe a plexiglass window and you can't touch anything, it's the exact inverse in here.
This is all hands-on. There's some role play, there's some dress up, there's some, you can run a ticket booth and sell tickets to get on the trains. It's a lot of fun.
I imagine the hardest part is actually getting the kids to leave rather than getting them to visit, right?
Right, yeah.
And there's also an educational aspect to all this, isn't there?
Absolutely. The show is all about cooperation and learning how to behave well. You don't want to cause confusion or delay. That's a big deal. And then making friendships and cooperating.
And I'm talking specifically about the train behind us. This is the star of the show.
Yes.
Thomas. Why do you think kids are so drawn to Thomas and the other characters?
I think because Thomas and his friends kind of run into the same kind of problems that little kids run into about learning lessons and learning good behavior and getting into trouble with parents and learning how to get around that and become a better person.
Or a better train, as the
better
case
train,
may be.
yes.
This is a traveling exhibit.
Yes.
It's going to be here in Springfield for how long?
It's here until September 8th.
And it's included in the ticket price?
Correct.
Very good. Jim, thanks so much.
Thank you.
I'm going to go explore the island of Sodor.
Have fun.
Come on with me.